Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Manning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Zebra. Zebra. Hey, gun. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Now Manning. And Latimer's got it. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Get wide.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Regular. Hey, gun. Zebra. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
On 3rd down, Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here.
Zebra. There goes 56. 27 to Sam. 27 zebra.
To throw, it's Manning. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Zebra. There goes 56. 27 to Sam. 21.
Now Manning. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
There goes 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Good.
Throwing is Manning. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Try to punch it in, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Go 56, 27 for Sam, 27 for Sam.
Here's Barkley. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now it's Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. I want to make a quick pivot here for a second to get your MVP predictions going into week 1 of this season. Do you have Rodgers, Brady, Wentz, Brees, or is it somebody kind of off the radar a little bit?
Yeah, maybe a Russell Wilson because the offense runs through him now in Seattle, and quarterbacks always get the first look. But I'm going with a running back, Todd Gurley, Los Angeles Rams. I think he's a threat for 1,000 yards on the ground and 1,000 yards through the air. He's that type of a player.
So you're going Gurley. What about Deshaun Watson? Any shot there?
Certainly. Look at the numbers last year. When he played, they averaged over 30 points per game when he was the starter. When he didn't play, those numbers fell off in a big way.
18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. B.J. Goodson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Hey, gotta go. Lock in.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Gotta go. Lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kareem Martin. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Hey, 18.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to air one out. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. 86, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. Zebra.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
26, 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, gun. Zebra.
On first down, Manning. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The pitch goes to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 3rd down. Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here we go on 4th down with Manning. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, partner, the last couple weeks I've been asking you about the favorites in each division. We talked about Super Bowl predictions and all that, but what about a team from each side that might surprise us a little bit this year?
Well, the one I'm going to start with in the AFC shouldn't be a surprise when you look at who they have returning from injury, and that's the Houston Texans. They were running the AFC South for a while when everyone was healthy and J.J. Watt was getting to the quarterback. Now Deshaun Watson returns, and they're an entirely different team with him at quarterback. On the NFC side, I know a lot of people looking at the Bears, and rightly so. I love them as a trendy pick. But I'm going to take one where people are saying maybe they're a 5-win team. I don't believe that for a second. The Seattle Seahawks. I think that they will surprise people and contend in the NFC West.
Again, it's Howard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Let's go. Come on, come on.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
We go. You see it? You see it? Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. This is Howard on 2nd down. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Gotta go.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Again, it's Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They go with Howard again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
The pitch out to Howard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Manning. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. He's back to throw. Over the middle of the backer. And he gets takes this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Manning now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary?
And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Red, up. Lock it. Up, lady.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go, and the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today, and we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this one is right through. And that's going to tie us at 13. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Latimer on the return. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Lock in.
First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown.